The controversy surrounding Elon Musk's recent social media activity reached a new level when he shared and subsequently deleted a post attempting to absolve historical dictators of genocide. This incident represents perhaps his most controversial action yet on the platform he owns, demonstrating a concerning pattern of behavior that goes beyond mere provocative statements. The original post, written by a user named Alice Smith and reshared by Musk, made the false claim that Stalin, Hitler, and Mao were not responsible for the deaths of millions of people, instead attempting to shift blame to public sector workers. This assertion was immediately met with intense criticism from historians, public figures, and users across the platform, who pointed out the dangerous historical revisionism inherent in such claims. Historical records extensively document that these dictators were directly responsible for the deaths of millions through their policies and direct orders. Stalin's regime resulted in millions of deaths through purges, forced famines, and systematic repression. Hitler orchestrated the Holocaust, leading to the systematic murder of 6 million Jews and millions of others including Roma, disabled people, and political opponents. Mao's Cultural Revolution and Great Leap Forward caused widespread death and displacement in China, with historians documenting millions of casualties. The timing of this tweet is particularly concerning given Musk's recent actions and statements against public sector workers. Critics argue this represents part of a broader campaign to undermine civil servants and government institutions. Sophia Bush, among other prominent voices, pointed out that even though Musk deleted the tweet after backlash, the fact that he chose to share it initially reveals his concerning beliefs and worldview. Ryan Eichner highlighted the particularly troubling context that Musk had previously been filmed making Nazi salutes, making this tweet even more alarming. This connection between past controversial actions and the current incident suggests a pattern rather than an isolated mistake, raising serious concerns about Musk's judgment and the responsibility that comes with his massive platform. The backlash was swift and multifaceted. Historians emphasize the well-documented nature of these genocides and mass killings, providing extensive evidence of the direct involvement of these dictators in orchestrating mass atrocities. Civil rights advocates pointed out the dangerous implications of minimizing historical atrocities, particularly in an era of rising authoritarianism and historical denialism. Public sector workers and their supporters highlighted how this rhetoric endangers current government employees and veterans who have served their country. This incident provides a striking contrast to another story highlighted in the source material, a man who attended a hearing planning to oppose trans youth rights but changed his mind after listening to personal stories and gaining education on the issue. This juxtaposition highlights the importance of education, empathy, and willingness to learn in public discourse, qualities that critics argue are notably absent in Musk's action. The deletion of the tweet, while perhaps acknowledging its inappropriate nature, does little to address the underlying concerns about Musk's judgment and the responsibility that comes with his massive platform. As one of the world's wealthiest individuals and the owner of a major social media platform, his actions carry significant weight and influence, potentially shaping public discourse and beliefs about historical events. Critics argue that Musk's post reflects a broader pattern of nihilistic anti-government rhetoric that could lead toward the type of authoritarian governance that figures like Peter Thiel and others have advocated for. The attempt to deflect blame from dictators onto civil servants appears to be part of a larger strategy to delegitimize government institutions and public service. The incident raises serious questions about the role of social media platforms in spreading historical misinformation and the responsibility of influential figures in sharing content. It also highlights ongoing concerns about the intersection of wealth, power, and political ideology in social media discourse, particularly when platform owners themselves engage in spreading controversial content. This controversy occurs against the backdrop of broader discussions about social media's role in spreading misinformation, the responsibilities of platform owners, and the increasing polarization of public discourse. It also connects to ongoing debates about how we discuss and remember historical atrocities, and the importance of maintaining accurate historical records in the face of revisionist attempts. The backlash to this incident suggests that while Musk may have significant influence and power, there are still strong public voices willing to challenge dangerous historical revisionism and defend the integrity of historical truth. This pushback from historians, public figures, and ordinary citizens demonstrates that there are limits to what even the wealthy and powerful can say without consequence in the public sphere. The incident has particularly significant implications for veterans and current public sector workers, who find themselves caught in the crossfire of Musk's anti-government rhetoric. Critics point out the irony of Musk attacking public sector workers while simultaneously benefiting from government contracts and subsidies through his various business ventures.